let's have a look at how training to failure or close to failure looks like. And this kind of video analysis is something you could and should do with your training sessions. So film every last set of every exercise and look at the intensity, look at the movement speed, like how fast is the weight moving in the last reps. You can see we will start with the upper body, my shoulder presses. You can see here that the weight is moving quite smoothly. It's challenging, but it's still moving quite smoothly. And as it gets harder, you see I'm struggling to move the weight over my head. And here I'm reaching failure. I will show you this again. The weight is moving quite smoothly. And then the speed of the movement is slowing down here. And then you will see that I'm trying to get one last rep, but this is really 0 reps in reserve. This is where I can't, with proper form, execute one single rep. This is really 0 reps in reserve. And then the next example is an iliac lat pull down, single arm lat pull down with 1 rep in reserve. So this is close to failure, not failure, but close to failure. Again, you want to look at my elbow, like how fast is my elbow moving down towards my hips. It starts to get challenging, but the weight is still moving quite fast. And the closer we are coming to the point where I will hit like 1 rep in reserve, the slower the movement gets. And the last one, this one, is really slow. You can see this was my 1 rep in reserve. I will show you this one again, or the one before. This was the one before, already a bit slower, but then the last rep is really, I need to fight to get my elbow down. But I was able to achieve this was rep. That's why it's not a 0 rep in reserve, it's a 1 rep in reserve. And then for the lower body, I will show you a Bulgarian split squat, especially the lower body. This is where most people are not going even close to training with the right intensity because it's more challenging, but also we have, more, how do you say that? We are capable of more than we most of the time think. Especially in the lower body. In the upper body, it's for most people easier to reach the right intensity. For the lower body, it's more challenging because we really need to grind and push through it. This is where everybody wants to say like, oh, it's so exhausting, I can't anymore, can't do more reps anymore. I'm the same, but I really need to challenge myself and push through. So this is my Bulgarian split squat with a pause at the bottom. And you can see that the movement is pretty smoothly, and then it starts to slow down, like the speed. You can see that it's getting harder for me to come up here. Very slow. And this is probably where most people, and myself too, would stop when it gets like very hard. But then you need to push through and really challenge yourself. And this is where I wasn't able to come up again. So this was the last rep. Oh, this was the last rep, sorry. And then 0 reps in reserve was not able to push myself up. And then for the pendulum, also hitting 0 reps in reserve, just to show you how slow the movement gets. Also with the spicy pause at the bottom. And this is already, you can see it in my face that I'm already like struggling and that it's very hard. And my legs are like, please stop. I can't do this anymore. But then you need to push through. The goal of this was to hit failure. I was above the reps I should hit. I think I should hit only like 10 reps. I was doing 15 at the end, but I was trying to push myself to failure and see how many reps I can really get out. And you see here it's already getting slower here too, like it's very hard to get up, but I'm still able to get more reps out. And this is where the mindset is everything. And you need to have this beast fight mentality to push through and to really hit failure like here. So again, this is the last rep, struggling. And then I wasn't able to come. This was the last rep again, sorry. And then the last one where I'm not able to come up again. So this is 0 reps in reserve. I hope that helped. Let me know how it goes. Film yourself and analyze your training intensity on your own.